Hi guys, it's Owen back for Amber Week here, and this week I'm going to be saying why Adric is the best companion in Doctor Who.
Owen, it is I, the White Guardian. Review the key to time.
Yeah, I'm not reviewing the key to time. Someone else can do that. I'm doing why Adric is the best companion in Doctor Who, if you hadn't noticed from the video title.
If you do not review it, I will unleash the sass of 1,000 Claras on you.
Oh, okay. Okay, right, I'll do it. Just don't let 1,000 Claras near me. Before I start this review, I will be talking about spoilers from these stories, so if you haven't seen them, I would recommend going to see them and watching them, and yeah, that's all I can say on it. So we start off with the Rebus operation. This story starts off with the Doctor and K9 plan to go on a holiday. However, the White Guardian wants him to go and collect 6 segments of the key to time, which help the White Guardian stop time and then make everything in harmony in the universe, and yes, basically all rainbows and sunshine in the universe. So yeah, the Doctor goes and does that. He gets a new companion, Romana Drovat-Frelunda. Don't make me say that again. Romana for short. She's a time lady, Gallifreyan, like the Doctor. So yeah, they then discover that the first segment of the key to time is on Rebos, using the key to time tracer, not a plot device at all. Yes, so they go to Rebos. They find that con artist Garen is trying to sell the planet to Dishonoured nobleman Graf Vindicay. It ends up just all falling apart. Graf Vindicay tries to kill everyone and ends up getting killed himself, I think, at some point. Yeah, as I said, spoilers. And then, obviously, Romana and the Doctor get key to time segments and leave. So Tom Baker's Doctor, again, I think that he is really good in this season. Probably my favourite season. It's the real peak. Possibly the peak might be City of Death, but real peak for his season. For his run in Doctor Who. Romana, Mary Tammey plays Romana. I really like her acting in this. She portrays sort of a naive academic who doesn't really understand just the normal stuff in the universe. She can get all of the logic and the equations for days, but she can't really just understand basic interactions. But like the Sixth Doctor in some sense. Yes. Let's see, K9 doesn't do much. Funny as usual. He doesn't like a tin dog. Garen, con artist, funny. He tries to pull a fast one on everyone, including the Doctor. He steals the key to time tracer from Romana. And Graf Vindicay, he's fairly realistic in his goals and what's driving him. He wants to get his planet back because he was choked off it because he was a tyrant. Yeah, I think that he's realistic in that sense. The second story in the Key to Time season is The Pirate Planet. This one's written by Douglas Adams, so yeah, I quite like the humour in it. Just starting this off. I know you don't, Holly. I don't care. Anyway, going on. So the Doctor and Romana find that the second Key to Time fragment is on a planet called Calufrax. However, as they try to land, time distortions happen, and they then end up landing on a planet called Zanak. Yes, and this planet, when a new age of prosperity is announced by the pirate captain, who happens to be the leader of the whole planet, then jewels, literally rubies, diamonds, valuable stuff, just rains down from the sky. And they're just left on the streets sometimes, because nobody needs anything anymore on the planet. The Doctor and Romana then investigate. Romana gets kidnapped by the police, I think. Yeah, she gets taken captive. Then it turns out that there are these psychic people called the Mentiads, who are rebels, and they Yes, they use psychic powers to attack and take people who also have like powers like their own. The Doctor then goes and rescues Romana, and then somewhere along the line they meet Mentiads. And they also discover that Zanak, spoilers, Zanak is a hollow planet that materializes around other planets and crushes them. Crushes them, yeah. If that isn't morbid, I don't know what is, because it also crushes the people on them. And it condenses into a tiny bit of matter and gets put in the captain's trophy room. However, this trophy room turns out to be something that he's trying to release himself from the evil Queen of Zanak, who is holding back her death using time dams. However, it doesn't work. She ends up dying. Everyone ends up dying pretty much. Yeah. Including this scientific guy called Mr. Fibuli, who I quite like. He's just a long-suffering scientist who dies in the end. Nearly every Doctor Who story has one. It's just tragic. Romana and the Doctor get the key to time segment. Move on. Simple. Yeah. So the Doctor and Romana pretty much the same as the last time in the Rebus operation. I quite like their interaction. Their relationship is really hilarious. They have great banter. Great banter. Pirate Captain, he is quite funny, very bombastic. However, behind that is a very cunning and clever mind. To try and create these this trophy room, which has crushed planets inside that require such careful gravitational alignment in order to prevent them getting sucked into a black hole, which could easily happen with a size of matter that's this size and weighs a planet. Easy to create a black hole from that. Yeah. And he tries to use that to destroy the time dams, keeping the Queen Xanxia alive. He's quite clever. Queen Xanxia, yeah, the actual antagonist. Great Douglas Adams plot twist. Better than anything in New Who. I'm sorry, it is. Anyway, yes, that happens. Mr. Fibuli, again, long-suffering scientist. Mentiads, they're okay. I suppose. Psychopowers are cool. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, that's my take on Pirate Planet. Let's move on. So the third part of the key to time is the Stones of Blood. So the Doctor and Romana look for the third key to time in 1978 Earth, in Cornwall. They arrive at the Nine Travellers, whom Professor Amelia Rumford and her friend Vivian Fay, they are scientifically analysing and stuff, yeah. Basically, they haven't been before for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah. They go and analyse these stones. It turns out there's also a cult there that worships a Cailleach, if I said that correct, probably, which is an ancient Celtic goddess, been around there for about 4,000 years. Yes, so Dr. and Romana go investigating, and stuff happens, and it turns out that these stones aren't as inanimate as the once first thought. It turns out that they are Ogre, silicon-based life forms that can move, and they look like stones. And it turns out that Vivian Fay was actually this supposed Celtic goddess Cailleach, aka Cessair of Diplos, a fugitive who got captured for stealing the Great Seal of Diplos, and she then went on then she got captured, as said, put on a spaceship, put into hyperspace. However, somehow she managed to get out and kill all her constable police officers and managed to hyperspace back onto Earth. And it turns out that the ship is in the direct same spot as the Nine Travellers. Surprise, surprise. Except in hyperspace. Yeah. Yeah. So the Doctor then manages to get into hyperspace, accidentally breaks a seal of something, trying to look in a room, and releases the Megara, which are biomechanical justice machines. Weird, right? This wasn't Douglas Adams, this was David Fisher who wrote this. Yes. Anyway, so the Megara try and put him on trial, and apparently the punishment of breaking the seal is execution without authority. breaking of the seal, that is. So yeah, they put him on. He decides to try and defend himself for a while, whilst Romana finds some evidence to link Cessair and Vivian Fay. They do, and it turns out the Great Seal of Diplos is the third Key to Time segment. So the Doctor and Romana move on. Yes. Doctor and Romana again. Well, Romana feels more experienced in the universe now. Not a huge amount, but at least a bit more experience. And Amelia Rumford, really my favourite character out of all of the stories. I mean, this is my favourite story of Classic Who at the moment. So yes, this happens, and Amelia Rumford, as I was saying, she's inquisitive, but also she's very, she's willing to suspend her disbelief. For example, when the TARDIS takes off at the end, she's stood there watching. She says, "Well, I've got my academic reputation to uphold," and yeah, I think she's quite hilarious in that. She, yeah, and she's very likeable as well. That's what I think about. If I was going to sum up them all, I would give Rebus Operation a 6 out of 10, Pirate Planet a 7 out of 10, and for me, The Stones of Blood is a 10 out of 10. So that's my Part 1 review of The Key to Time. I'll see you next time for the Part 2.